What's up, guys? Justin here, aka MHero25, back with Duel 2 of our, weekly tournaments. So, I am going against my friend Dan, who is playing his 10-Yi Red Dragon deck. So, I'm starting off the duel with Fossil Dig to get into Misk. Again, like, the openings with this deck are so great. Summon Oviraptor to add a baby to hand, because that means I didn't have it. There's no interruptions right now. Activate Misk. And then activate Misk Effect Engrave to banish to get Archosaur. Archosaur Effect will then pop Baby Ceratosaurus. Baby Ceratosaurus Effect will activate later on after resolution of searching Double Evolution Pill to get me another Baby Ceratosaurus. To then use Oviraptor's effect to eat the Baby Ceratosaurus to revive the one that's in the grave to special summon it, and then Baby Ceratosaurus that was distributed will then activate to get my Aeolo. And if you saw my last duel video, my past couple ones, you know what's going to happen next. I'm going to be link climbing into my specific board of Link Karibo, Link Hulky Fibrax. Hulky Fibrax effect will then special summon a tuner. I will be summoning Side Reflector for this variation. Then I'll be tributing. Then I'll be linking away Hulky Fibrax to special summon. To link summon Link Cross. Link Cross will get me 2 tokens, and a full board has been achieved. Not bad for a Dino player. And here is where I start to use. This was like a weird play for me because I really had to do it. I am synchroing to 9 for Crocosaur to draw 4 cards. So because I used 2 tokens, Oviraptor, the Baby Ceratosaurus, to get that. And Jesus Christ, that hand is huge. It's unfair. Anywho, so from there we're going to activate Double Evolution Pill, special to banish the Baby Ceratosaurus, Archosaur, and a Side Reflector. Yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of a lag there. Sorry. And from there, we activate some UCT. I really wanted to get in my VFD, but I didn't have enough, and had to double check with my judge. Like, hey, what's the minute max I can have in my hand during the end of turn? Like 6. I was like, oh, I thought it was 7. So discard Archosaur, which was a dead card in my hand because I only run 1 double evolution pill, so not too bad. So on his turn, he summons Vashuda, then uses the link summon his 10-Yi Monk, and then activating Vashuda's effect to return a card from my field to my hand, and he's choosing to return UCT. This is where I kind of I like to let my players know at any point, like when UCT is summoned through Double Evolution Pill, if you can just put it in the grave, that's better. Because putting it back in my hand or back in my deck allows me to get back into it and special summon it continuously, and then also use Oviraptor's effect to get it back from the graveyard. That's more dangerous, because like you're giving me more longevity out of my plays. So Dan is activating his Red-Eyes Insight to add a Red-Eyes card to his hand. Again, like Red-Eyes Insight is one of those like generically good cards. You just add whatever you want. So he's adding a Red-Eyes Spirit. I actually remember this one this time. To his hand. He still hasn't normal summoned yet, so it's an interesting way to see what he's gonna do here. Summon the level 1 Red-Eyes Dragon. I think it's like metal something. Red-Eyes Metal Dragon. I don't know. And then using his link summon to Pitsy. Then using the Red-Eyes effect to special summon to add Red-Eyes Darkest Metal Dragon to his hand, and then he's going to banish Pitsy to special summon Red MD, then activating Red MD's effect. Thank you for the errata, Konami, to special summon the Red-Eyes Metal Dragon from his graveyard, and then going to possibly use that for a link play, because this is almost like Dragon Link, but without all the more expensive cards. Because during our quarantine, whenever we had like online tournaments, Dan was always playing Dragon Link, and the biggest problem with online tournaments is that any player can play any deck, and that's usually that's in retrospect great, but it's so annoying because I was trying to play with what I actually had in real life, and then I had everyone playing with these expensive cards. Anyway, he uses Red MD and the Flare Metal to link into Verte Anaconda, adding another Red-Eyes Red-Eye Spirit to his hand. Then he's going to attack after I pop the Verte Anaconda, because I was not going to allow him to fusion summon. And then we do battle, and that's it. Not much damage here. On my turn, he activates Red-Eyes, Red-Eye Spirit, special summon Red MD. If I remember correctly, he has 2 Kunai of the Red, or Kunai of Red-Eyes, something like that. There it is. And he's going to use this effect to equip it to Red MD, and it has a very nifty effect that you can tribute it off to take one of your opponent's monsters and equip it. So it's like it forces an equip, and that's very, very interesting. It's like that's cool. That's a cool concept of a card and a cool way to execute it. Sorry if I'm looking off from the camera because like my laptop's here. I'm also looking at my phone, which is connected to my GoPro, which allows me to record remotely. So yeah, and I'm still working on my setup here. My office is still a mess. Activates another Red-Eye Spirit to special summon Red-Eyes Metal Flare Dragon, or Red-Eyes Flare Dragon. Then activates the Kunai to equip Crocosaur to Red MD. Special summon Pankratops, because my opponent has more monsters than me. Activates another Kunai. Activates it again to... I believe he's trying to equip again. Again, no normal summon has been committed by me, which is great. You know, in the end right now I'm just trying to make sure I whittle down my opponent's back row, which has been very effective so far. This is why I love this deck. Normal summon Oviraptor. Oviraptor effect to add Misk to hand. So even though technically the plays are dead for Archosaur, I still have a graveyard to use to utilize and hopefully get some advantages here. So so I'm just debating what to do here. Going to special summon UCT, banishing Giant Rex and Archosaur. Good, because they're dead. Giant Rex effect will come back out into the field, and I made a misplay here. I shouldn't have done this, or I should have done things a little differently. So I summoned Lagia to hopefully negate the effects. He's going to try to equip it. I'm going to use Pankratops effect to pop Red MD so it doesn't equip. I thought it would fizzle out. No, it still equips. And in the end, I lose 2 monsters for 1. But I still have UCT, still the biggest monster on the board. I'm going to be swinging for 25 and then 11. Because the fact that it can attack multiple times is great. It does so much work. And even just sitting on just 1 UCT, that's still a very threatening board. I believe Dan just sets 1 and passes. Yeah, because like with Red-Eyes and most Dragon decks, like you have to get the gas rolling and keep going. You have to keep the momentum. So I'm summoning Cyrus Reflector, activating Cyrus Reflector's effect to add Assault Beast effect to activate Assault, to add Assault Mode activate. And again, this is where I kind of get mad at myself because I didn't think ahead of time to either play another level, easier to synchro level 9, or, you know, like I could have gone into a Halki Firebrax play. I could have gone into, what's that thing called? To IP Masquerena. There were a lot of things I could have done here. I just didn't choose to do. So now I'm going to activate Misk effect to banish 4. Then Giant Rex will activate on activate, and then I will special summon Oviraptor, and Oviraptor will then add Quatless, and which I can summon the normal way by returning 5 banished dinos into the deck, and bam, that's a strong board. Not many people still use Oviraptor's original effect to special summon himself, but yo, when you do, it is a blessing, and that card is strong. Like, back in the old days, I would still have, like, 2 double evolution pills, so, like, when it was burnt out, so when I had to use its effect to negate it, and it was the only thing, I still couldn't have the double evolution pill, so I'd be like, yeah, use it again, get something else out. Dinos, they evolve too much. Get the fun? Anyway, so now we're sliding into game 2. Again, there are some cards here that are utterly dead against Dan, like Token Collector, so I'm definitely setting those out. You know, like there are some easy side out cards in this deck where it's just like, okay, this has no effect on them whatsoever, because overall, Token Collector is, in the worst case of its sense, a body use for popping or a good wall defense, and best case scenario, it's a way to break up the Halki Fibrax play, the Link Cross play, or to the other Mecha Phantom Beast one where they summon 3 tokens. You can just like say nope, no to that, and it helps. Or even generators, because it's been the bane for a lot of my players, just because they just don't like me making that. So Dan's starting first. He's starting with his Red-Eyes Metal Dragon, Link summoning to Pitsy. Metal's effect to search any Red-Eye card, so he's going to most likely either go for Spirit or that no, for any Red-Eyes card, so he's going for Red MD. Banishing Pitsy to special summon Red MD to get the Metal Dragon back, and I assume to link away for something else. Linking for 2 for Tanaconda? To Union Carry, so he's trying to lock me up. Quick note, if you don't, I don't like using my TI calculator to keep track of life points, just because like on camera you can't tell, and I really wanted to use my phone, but I was again using it to help me record on my GoPro, so gotta figure that out. So enough rambling on that. Uses Red-Eyes Enchanted Dragon to discard Red-Eyes to special summon itself, set 2, and then activate Union Carry's effect to equip Whelp. So I am locked out of the extra deck, but if you know Dinos, we use our extra deck, but we don't need our extra deck all the time. Like honestly, like the fact that we have a boss monster in main deck is a problem for a lot of decks. So activate Lost World, summon Petite Pterodon. You know it's a rough hand when you have to do this play. It's a very wonky play. An activation will activate Twin Twisters. On summon will activate Twin Twisters, so it doesn't resolve. So you get some token. Activate the second Lost World in my hand. Activate Misk effect to special summon Archosaur. And on Archosaur effect, chain Lost World, so Lost World will give him a token. And then I will activate Archosaur's effect to destroy Petite Pterodon. Petite Pterodon's effect will then activate after a resolution of Archosaur to get me Oviraptor. Oviraptor effect to add a baby, or no, sending Giant Rex, because I've already summoned this turn, so definitely not useful on that. So this is to make sure that my hand is live. So Giant Rex will continue to be useful, but special summon UCT by banishing Petite and Giant Rex, getting it back on the board with Giant Rex. So he's facing down these big monsters, and it's already and Giant Rex is boosted up by 400 because there's 2 banished dinos. So I'm going to activate Archosaur's effect. UCT's effect to destroy Archosaur to set everything. Whelp goes away, and now I can. I'm going to activate Lost World's effect to destroy the token, or attempt to destroy the token. Then activate Lost World to negate the destruction of the token, destroying Baby to special summon another monster. Here I'm probably going to either go for Misk, just because I don't know what is up with my brain here, but I always think like Oviraptor is still better to have on board, and you know, when I think about it, that's not the best case. I should have maybe gone to Aeolo unless I already had it in hand, but especially summon another UCT, goddamn. So yeah, at this point I'm just swinging for a game. There's no like, and even if that shop card was anything useful, I can negate it. So that's 2,000. It's like the 35 to the face, 25 to the face, 1,000. Then 35, and it's pretty much game at that point. Yeah, it was a very powerful, quick 2-0 on that one. Alright guys, well, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know, and if you do like it, like the video, subscribe, and see you next time. This is Justin, aka MHero25, signing out. Peace.